All right, guys. So here is the new best method to left stick dribble. Now, here's the thing, man. It's not just gonna be the left stick. It's gonna be the one used a lot, but we're gonna be using two other buttons. So before we get into that, this is a play style game. So make sure that the cards you use, man, are always either having a quick step plus with technical and rapid. You need the stuff, man. You just need it. And if you do a lot of this stuff, you might lack in some areas just because you don't have the playstyles. You gotta get the playstyles, man. So, but the ones to always have, technical is a big one because we're gonna be using that one a lot. We're gonna be using strafing, which is LB, so maybe a silver trickster. If you get the plus, that might even be helpful too. But most of the time, uh, you're gonna be using that. Also, the quick step technical. It's quick step technical rapid trickster. Quick step, technical, rapid, quickster. Now, if you get the first touch and the press proven, it helps out. But that is the main thing. So now let's get into how to work this. All right, guys. So this is how you do it. First of all, it's a mix of everything. So LTRT, which is agile dribble, which is this one. This is also very useful for left stick dribbling. Of course, it will be used as well. But the biggest thing, which is getting into tight scenarios and kind of dribbling in without having to do like a lot of the other stuff, is holding LB, which is a straight button, to kind of be able to keep the ball close, to then technical dribble. So you keep the ball close with L1, which is a strafing button, and then you hold RB or R2, and then you technical dribble. And you can stay holding L1, man, even when you hold on to this. You get a little boost. I feel like a little bit extra, just very slightly. But the main key is that it keeps the ball close, and it's very reactive when you need to use it again. You don't get like a delay on the technical, because the problem with the technical dribble is that sometimes you get a weird delay, man. It starts to get a little weird. So strafe helps it from kind of getting into that slowdown. See, you can kind of go like that, get back into technical, do this again, get back into technical. Do you notice it a little bit? Because if you were to hold a technical dribble and then stop, like sometimes you get a little bit of a heaviness. But I like to hold technical when I need to and just boom, back in it, boom, back in it, boom. And that's the key. But mastering this in game, you'll notice the effect on your opponent's side. Defensively, he's gonna struggle a little bit more to get the ball, and you're gonna be in tight scenarios just wiggling through. So let's get to the scenarios now. Hopefully that made sense. It's a lot harder to do in game, but when you get like the master of it, you start feeling like you can get through like a good amount of players, pretty much like Maradona and Messi. So let's get it. All right, guys. So here we are, man. This is a first little example of using L1, R1, L1, or LB, RB. And okay, so right here, right? Technical dribble, LB, technical dribble, LB, technical dribble, and LTRT, and then we try to get a shot there. And like I said, I'm using it a ton, like a lot, just to be able to keep the ball close, stay controlling it tight, and I can get through those little, yeah, whew, tricky scenarios. Like I said, no matter what though, guys, this is something you're gonna have to try, rinse and repeat. Not even watching it is gonna do you justice. You have to put it into practice over and over again. And this is just a little bit. Once you start cooking even more, you'll see. All right, so here's this little interesting scenario, man. Combining the two is just, I feel like it gives it more life. And here it is. It doesn't look like much, right? In that moment, but it happens fast, and he didn't even react. So as soon as he got the ball, I'm holding L1, right? Right here. Turning. Let go, and it hit technical right after. And it caught it straight to the strong foot right after. Controlled it, and then sent it to a strong foot. So boom. Yeah, you could even use it turning around. So yeah, you can hold L1. As soon as you start turning, boom. Yeah. Nasty. All right, guys. So I want to show you something interesting that not even I have mastered yet, but you can actually do this also. And that is you can even use technical, right here, right? Technical, boom, and then since they go so hand in hand, strafe and technical, You could even strafe backwards here. And then speed boost. Yeah, that's why it looks so strange. They use technical, strafe, out. What even is that? You know, you don't see animations like that often, man. You really don't. So, yeah, that's just a sign of what these two, for some reason, end up doing. Anyway, so we move now into the goals and dribbling in the box. And so yeah, same thing, man. Strafe, technical. And right there we use an R1 flick, but that's for you guys if you want to mess with that. It's still useful, but I figured that's more in the sense of like skilling kind of thing, using the flick-ons. But it is a big part of left stick too, but it's a lot more situational. It doesn't, the same thing might not even work all the time, so I didn't want to put that there. All right, so let's go. More with my player. Same thing, man. Same thing. You can see me bounce between them. Strafe, technical, strafe, technical. Stayed on. That was a mix. Oh, LTRT there. So yeah, I always beam in the box. I don't really like to press sprint in the box too much. It's all about that little combo of the two. But we move, man. We move. Keeping it close. Strafing, technical there. Back to strafe, technical. Yeah, we snaking around, guys, and that's the whole thing. It's really hard. It was very tough to get here, man. I tried different things, but this is the one that's been working me for some time, and yeah, it's the best. I'll be surprised to find anything better than this. So even with Adama Traore holding it there, yeah. Sheesh, this turn right here. Like I said, you could even go technical into strafe. So technical, I can't even, bro. It's so confusing sometimes to say both. But it's just those two buttons, guys. It's just those two buttons, and you'll walk, you'll learn how it goes bit by bit. Struggle. I struggled, man. Trust me, I struggled, but I'm here now. All right, so we stay going, man. We even tried it with another card, and just giving different flavors of pretty much the same thing, man. Same strategy. We give it to my winger here. I'm already holding strafe dribble, turning straight into the technical. I let go of strafe dribble there, but just because I was in the zone. Oof. Right in the very end there, as soon as I wanted to, let me see, let me go back. Let me double check this one. Technical. Shot canceled. And just in case he didn't fall for it, I was already holding LTRT to control it easier. And yeah, there you go, man. And for the last clip, fellas, Dama Traore with the speed there. Technical. I can't even say, bro. It's confusing, man. It's confusing to bounce between them and say them both. But hopefully the paddle's at least decent enough to help out. Really, man, it's just bouncing between both and realizing on your own what's best to use for what scenario. That all comes with practice, man. Hours of just doing it over and over again. Look at this guy's patient, man. He's not even pushing. He's being clever, but like, I know what to use in certain situations. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully it made sense. If you want me to go even more in depth, I definitely can, because this is still it's a new thing, man. It's tough to master, and it's not like old FIFAs where you can just hold, maybe just the strafe button, wiggle, sprint out, wiggle, sprint out. Now you gotta strafe, technical, maybe sprint, strafe, technical, wiggle, wiggle, sprint. Like, it's a mix of everything. R1 flicks, like, it's a lot of stuff. So all right, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and later. Peace.